The next speaker needs little introduction. It's Thibault Seguret. At least to the students, he needs little introduction. For the rest of us, Thibault is the academic director of the MIM program and himself an MBA graduate from 2012. Thibault had spent 7 years working in the video game industry, upon graduation from the MBA, his career plan was, and I quote, pivot into education, ed tech, or own a zoo. After a few years as an ed tech entrepreneur, Thibault continued his career in top business schools, dedicating his time and effort to providing meaningful learning opportunities to graduate students. Thibault is speaking to us from Fontainebleau, and we're trying to connect. Thank you. Please help me welcome Thibault.
Dear MIM'22 students, dear parents, well, as I stand virtually in front of you, I cannot help reminiscing how I have known you students for nearly a year, and what a year it has been. Together, you courageously faced uncertain times and emerged as a strong, cohesive, hardworking group of talented people. You have created bonds that will remain strong for your whole life. Those bonds were born in shared experiences, strengthened in the challenges you tackled together, and made unbreakable when you overcame your differences to grasp the depths of INSEAD diversity. During 10 months, you have lived through the remarkable transformation INSEAD brings to all students. I have stood on the sidelines, bearing witness to how each of you learned and grew from interacting with your professors and each other. I have seen how each of you grew through discussions over a national dinner or around a beer, or 2 or 3 beers, how each of you paved the way to a bright future, a future as you see it, a future reflected through your drive, your intelligence, and your numerous initiatives. INSEAD is all about the human connection built between people with significantly different knowledge and backgrounds, people who may have radically different opinions on the world, people with completely different personalities. The INSEAD journey is also a journey of bringing together such different people and overcoming those differences through shared values, ultimately making everyone feel they belong. Thanks to those shared values at INSEAD, you are part of a minority, yet your voice counts just as much as the next one. MIM'22. Looking back, it's absolutely clear to everyone how perfectly you belong to our community and how well you represent INSEAD's values of diversity, independence of thought, entrepreneurial spirit, and commitment to being a force for good. All this time, I have stood at the threshold of our alumni community, all too eager to guide you to become your own kind of insider. And in a few months, I will happily see you fully join our vibrant alumni community. And I already know how richer and more diverse we will be thanks to you. Each member of our community is unique. And as the years go by, you will be impressed by the achievements of your classmates, like your classmates will be impressed by yours. Each of you will go on their own path, and those paths will cross more often than you think, from drinks in Dubai to reunions or business meetings. What you have experienced at INSEAD is a gift that will stay with you your whole life, a gift that you share one way or another with 60,000 other alumni and alumni. You have a lot in common with them, I can tell. As unique as the bond with your classmates will remain, you will soon see how that bond extends to every insider out there and every insider to be. There is an instant recognition between insiders, leading people who have just met to feel that they have been friends forever. I feel that way for many of you. The inside connection exists at all stages of life. With inside alumni, this means, hey, nice to meet you, what's up? That leads to a fascinating discussion and creative opportunities. To recently admitted students, this becomes the injection. Oh, you're in for a great year. I envy you so much. All of us happily share. You heard it, you will say it. And to prospective insiders, this takes the form of kind and supportive answers we all received ourselves and we all give without hesitation. You're not alumni yet. However, you are already showing this generosity of giving back. You have always been showing it. My message to you is that what feels today like a giant leap into the unknown is a leap to even more of the same amazing feeling of belonging. This amazing feeling that INSEAD is the place you can always call home. Whether it is by coming back to one of our campuses or just joining an impromptu gathering with other insiders in the city where you live, INSEAD will follow you around wherever you go, and you will never be too far from a fellow insider. Today, you are receiving a gift that will never stop giving, a gift that will make you feel special and allow you to keep meeting people who will be special to you. Yet, I need to heed you a few words of advice, maybe for the last time as a program director. Please bear with me one last time. The world is full of intelligent, talented, incredible people. People with strong opinions, people committed to various causes, entrepreneurs leading successful business, innovators transforming the world, leaders inspiring crowds to follow them, researchers opening gates to the unknown, people living their life in their own unique way. Now, here's the catch. The vast majority of those people are not INSEAD graduates, nor will they ever be. You must be inclusive with them, as you have been with your classmates. Your appetite to build an inclusive and diverse world should never stop at the doors of our campuses or exclude those who did not receive the gift you have received. This is not who we are. And I know this is not who you are. During your career, please allow yourself to be inspired by anyone or to learn different ways from anyone. However unique and special INSEAD is to us, it does not make us special or give us particular rights. During this year, you have learned to treat each of your classmates as unique individuals and treat them with respect. You have embraced INSEAD's mission. Do you remember it? Can you quote it? We bring together people, cultures, and ideas to develop responsible leaders who transform the world and society. Quoting Ilya just now. I know you will keep furthering this mission. And as you have shown during your year at INSEAD, there are countless ways to do so. Do not stop now, that's my message. Exiting the INSEAD bubble will also mean people around you will not necessarily come from INSEAD. At INSEAD, you have developed a unique ability to be actively inclusive of others. It is now your duty to continue doing so outside of INSEAD. All you need to do is to remember that being exclusive is not the INSEAD way. That closing a door to someone who did not have the chance to go to INSEAD is not the INSEAD way. That holding an INSEAD degree does not make anyone special. It just shows that you have received a priceless gift. And the greatest gifts of the world are gifts to be shared. I know you have it in you to be such inclusive leaders. All of you, you have shown the talent. All you have to do is to bring your inside self outside of inside, to be yourselves. I have seen you firsthand, already in the first days of the program, genuinely curious about each other's background and past, bearing absolutely no judgment on each other, while you set to know what everyone was about. Do that outside of himself. I have seen you engage in passionate debates and discussions, gradually learning to bring in everyone's opinion and compose with everyone's contribution. Do that outside of himself. I have seen you taking inputs that were completely different from what you had in mind, changing your perspective to trust another person more than you would trust yourself. Do that outside of himself. I have seen you genuinely caring for each other, supporting anyone who needed support, and treating each other like family, despite your origins, backgrounds, gender, or sexual orientation. Do that outside of himself. I have seen you showing the most inspiring generosity and philanthropy, and a genuine, wholehearted commitment to making the world a better place. Do that outside of himself. And as I'm asking you all that, I have no doubt you're already set on that way, and I don't need to ask. So thank you, MIM'22. As a program director, I'm grateful for the example you have set, which paved the way for the future of your own program. As well, it has shaped the future of INSEAD. As an insider myself, I'm grateful to have met you, to have learned from you, and to have grown myself through our numerous interactions. I could give many names of MIM'22 students who changed my life. I will wait for the moment when our paths cross again. As a father of two, I am grateful for the countless stories I can now use to help my own children become better people. Stories that feature incredible MIM'22 students, which I hope my own kids will grow to resemble. Stories that inspire, that bring hope, and convince you that the world abounds with good people. Be good, MIM'22. We are all proud of you.
Thank you very much, Thibault, for your words and your kindness to our students and your wise wisdom for them to go forward. It is now my honor to introduce our distinguished alumni speaker, David Mayer, MBA of 96J. David Mayer is, oh, sorry, I can take this off. There we go. I'm not used to back and forth. David Mayer is the CEO of Republic Consulting and is based in Australia and in Singapore. And he operates with his consulting firm at the highest level of governments and business, advising their firms on the most sensitive issues in organizational, legal, and personal matters, shortly called reputation management. He has helped INSEAD in the last few years a number of times as well, so I know him well, and I can understand why his book is a #1 best-selling management book in Australia. So beyond that, before doing business, he was actually a lawyer, was called to the bar, ran for parliament in Australia, I believe, no, Canada? Okay, Canada, and he served as an advisor to the federal cabinet minister in his birth country, Canada. David serves as a general secretary or secretary general of the INSEAD Alumni Association Global, and as such is very, very close to INSEAD. A role model I hope you can follow because he really, really dedicates a lot of his time, energy, network, and insights to the flourishing of the INSEAD alumni community as well as to INSEAD itself. In recognition, he has recently been appointed a distinguished fellow at the INSEAD Mark Center for Entrepreneurship. Please help me welcome David Mayer to the stage. Thank you.